Hi friends, how are you? Welcome back to Winetastic Me. My name is Ricardo, and I want to show you some wines from different regions and different varietals. And I want to show you the somewhat of a price point, and at the same time, I also want to show you how different regions can also have a little bit to do with it. And it's gonna be really different because in most cases, Cabernet Sauvignon is a very nice grape. Most of the times you're gonna love a Cabernet Sauvignon. Merlot is hit and miss, and so is a Malbec, and that's what we're gonna be trying today. So we're gonna get started with, the number one that I mentioned, but this is your store bought, but it's Chilean, and when it comes from Chile. It has a different taste, very old world. It's so much old world to me that it is not to my liking. It's not my style, but it is a Cabernet Sauvignon, and if you come to Napa Valley, or if you were to try one of the Cabernet Sauvignons from Bordeaux, France is just gonna be a great cab. Even Sonoma County, where I live, we have some lighter cabs, but they're just, they're beyond belief great. And unfortunately, this is the $9 bottle. That can have something to do with it, but I think mainly is the way it was made, that they really wanted it to taste a little bit like old world, and they achieved that, but that's not for everyone. You really have to have a special palate for this kind of wine, and everybody likes some different. I just want to clarify that. The next one here is a Malbec. And Malbec is a grape that grows great in Argentina. They do great. The high elevation. This grape just really likes the climate there, and it does great. They have some of the best Malbecs in the world. However, this one came from some part of France, and it was imported through a company in New York. It's called Solis. I guess. Horse is the one that brings it in or makes it, but it's very light and very acidic, and it doesn't have a happy balance to it between the fruit. It's lacking a little bit of fruit, and unfortunately, when the fruit taste is not there, even a little bit, it kind of, it does have like a 5%, 10% fruit, and then most of it is just like sour. And some people, the guy who recommended the store, he seemed to really like it. He says he's a big fan of that company, but unfortunately, when you grow up in places like Napa Valley, or Sonoma County, where I grew up, there's some great wines, and it's just very hard to go for anything less. Now the Solis bottle I'm talking to you about is actually 2016. The Cabernet Sauvignon, which was this one, Casillero del Diablo, was 2015, and then going back to the Malbec that we were talking about originally, the Solis is like a $12 bottle, but they're very different. Neither one of them like really impressed me at all. And then we're gonna go with a little bit higher in price point. There's this one that comes from Napa Valley. It's Royal Mondavi, one of the pioneers in Napa Valley who makes this. And even though it's not like a super expensive bottle, this is a Merlot. So normally Merlots are below Cabernet Sauvignon, but the region here is great. So you're gonna see a different taste. When I tried, actually, there was a nice, rich black cherry to it, and also a nice balance. So nice smoky taste, some light fruit, and some light fruity notes. And definitely a little bit of oak, but a little, the nice and delightful oak that makes it a little smoky. And then there's a happy balance between the fruit, the smokiness, and you definitely taste some cigar, some tobacco, and the back of it too. So it's just a little, very tiny bit of vanilla, you barely get some of that. It takes a while to get there, to even get a little bit of that, and that might just be me. but that's the difference on the price point, and this is also the difference on the regions where they grow. And then, you know, also depends who makes it. It's kind of like I always tell people, it's kind of like you grow your chickens, right? You know, you feed your chickens, so you know if they're well fed, you know, organically, they're gonna be healthier, they're gonna taste better, right? And then if you have a great chef making it, you know, and it's close to what you want it to taste like, then it's gonna be good not only to you, but it may be great for somebody else as well. And that's kind of how this is. You know, they grow the grape, they have somebody make it, or they make it themselves. But it's really about what great of a winemaker you are and how great you grow it. So, and then the region also has to do with it. Malbec is not really great or grown in France, and it's not a great region for it. Now, on the other hand, you know, I could say the same thing for Cabernet Sauvignon in Chile. I'm not sure if it was the taste that they wanted to acquire, or if it's just the fact that they really wanted to go with an old world taste, or just they didn't grow it right, or if it doesn't grow correctly, or if the soils are actually giving it this flavor. I haven't been to Chile, so I'm not really familiar with Chilean wines. I've tried a couple. I haven't been a big fan of them. I have a friend who's Chilean. He actually recommended a Zinfandel that's sold in the stores here. It's called 1,000 Stories, and it's got a buffalo in it. That was pleasant. That was very, very well. About the only Chilean one that I've tried that was great, that I actually liked. And you know, so they're not all bad. Like I said, it really depends who's making it, how they grow it, and what they're trying to achieve with it, taste-wise. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you know, you have 3 different great grapes, you know, and unfortunately, the price point doesn't help either. You know, you can't really take care of a grape, or, you know, from beginning to the end, and then, you know, put it in the best oak barrel, because the price point is very low, so they're not gonna make that money back. So they're probably using a lot of neutral oak on the first 2, you know, and somewhat of a maybe I don't want to say used oak, but second run on the oak barrel for the Mondavi one. That's what I'm assuming. I'm not sure about that. Maybe just less time for the Mondavis. I can see just them using less time of the barrel. But it is great. You know, I like the Mondavi. That's my style. And you know, to give you a little more insight on this one, the Chilean one. And then what I mean by old world is it has more like black currant, and it also has like a old cherry, like almost like some kind of old berry that tastes a little bit old, like it's been on the vine too long. That's just the kind of taste I get from it. But I think it's because they use the stems with it, and that's what actually makes it taste that way. That's just what I know. And the Solis is just, it doesn't have a balance. It looks like it was a nice grape, a decent grape, and it seems like the winemaker just didn't quite either do well, or they were if that was the style they were going for, well, maybe that's what somebody likes. And the Mondavi family, they say they're the pioneers in Napa Valley. So, and I'm not saying this because of the region. I want to let you know that we're talking about price point. You know, of course, when you go up the ladder, it's almost a $30 bottle. It's going to be a little better. It's going to be taken care of better, and it shows. It shows at the end result. It really shows. And you know, unfortunately, some people are used to drinking better wines. Some people don't care because they don't really even taste the difference between the wines. So it's all about personal preference. Well, guys, welcome back to Winetastic Me, and it's been a pleasure. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an idea of what I've been drinking and what I've been tasting. I kind of want to expand my horizon, and I'm going to be trying different wines and doing videos on them. Now, I'm not going to be doing all 3 of them together. I'm probably going to try one and describe it a lot better. Maybe this time we'll have a little company that we can both talk about it. Well, hopefully, or even a few people that can actually talk about it. Well, you guys, well, thank you so much. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to turn the little bell on so you can get all my new videos. And we're going to be doing a lot of wineries. We're going to be talking about different wines. We're going to start talking about the rating system. And yeah, we're going to get there. Actually, you know what? Why don't we jump into that? Sorry. Why don't we jump into that now? So, The rating system is usually somebody came up with, and I think it was Robert Parker who came up with that system, and it goes 1 to 100. So you're not gonna get. I mean, I know there's some wines out there that are like $10, $12, and then they say they're 91 points. Yeah, that's on the level of on that level of price point. You know, because then you go up higher up the ladder, and they're gonna be way better wines. But they're fairly good for the price that they actually want to give it that rating. But like this Castillo del Diablo, if I was the one rating it, and this is just me personally, because everyone has different taste spots and a different preference, this will to me will be like 70, 60, 65 points. I mean, out of 100, and I'm rating high for my taste. Yeah, because I wanna be open-minded and respect people's work. You know, whatever they were trying to achieve with it. The Malbec Solis 2016, I rate that for I give it about 73, and I'm being very generous. Now the Mondavi here, I give it about 88 points. That's what I will give myself, between 86, 88. I like smoother. There's so many other things that I like personally, and then we'll go into that later in other videos. But you know, that's just talking about the rating system. And everyone else got, you know, who likes bolder wines, you know, or old world wines and different types of wines is going to rate it completely different. And that's why the rating's about that. The rating system is based on one person, but you could rate it your own. You give it your own rating depending or according to what you like. And that was pretty much it. You know, that's just to get your feet wet on the rating system. And but again, everybody's got their own taste spots and their preference, so don't forget about that. And you guys, again, I enjoyed having you. Thank you, and welcome back to Winetastic Me. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.